What is up, everybody? Right here, and we are back with yet another Zombie Survivors. We're going to be going over the patch notes today that just came out a few days ago. Unfortunately, this is actually my second time doing this video. I actually recorded a 2-hour video with a pretty insane run because this new patch is honestly kind of stupid. Hopefully, I'm going to try to replicate it as much as I can today, but the new patch is kind of stupid. You can max out all your characters by 15 minutes, and then from there on out, you're just doing minor levels the entire time. So you can almost max out everything from your movement speed to your dodge to your defense. You can max out so many things as long as you survive long enough. It's really interesting. So let's go over the patch notes. I really hope that I don't have like mic issues though. I'm really worried about that because I was gonna post it anyways, and I couldn't bring myself to do it because the first 50 minutes of it was really bad. So let's bring up the patch notes. So yeah, as I was saying, I ran this. I did a 2-hour run. In the first 50 minutes, the mic just sounded super echoey. I don't know what happened, and then it just fixed itself. It's never done that before. I don't know if it was because it was a weird 2-hour video that it like encoded itself wrong or something when it saved. I have no idea. Why, but I was super heartbroken and we didn't post it. So like I said, today we're going to try our hardest to replicate it. I'm going to go over these patch notes really quick. The biggest thing, they didn't change a ton, but I think the biggest thing, like here's the overview. They improved the leveling curve with more frequent level ups. This is probably the biggest change in this patch because the level ups are now insane. You're going to max out. This is on boss rush mode. I don't know what it's like on, because I like doing boss rush mode because it's a little bit more difficult than the actual endless mode. But boss rush mode, we're going to be max level by 15, 16 minutes, depending on how many XP gains we get. And then they changed the military training. So you're going to get better, higher numbers for your military training level ups, but it's also going to be a little less frequent. So you're going to get less of these, but they are going to be more significant. Another cool change is that they have a higher chance now of stackable items to reappear in item chests. So if you get an item that you can stack 3 to 5 times, they have a higher chance of showing up, which is awesome because usually if you pick one of them, you probably want to get multiple of them. There's buffs to area effects, melee attacks, chemical damage, new quality of life features, game tweaks, and then a bunch more. So a few of the other things they did, we already talked about these. They already upgraded these. There's now going to be the infinite rarity, which is a little bit different. So when you max up all your levels, it's now considered infinite rarity. And then it says it usually defaults to half of the updated common values. They got rid of the lifesteal cards from the minor level ups. They still have Vampire Survivor and stuff from the crates, but they did get rid of the other. They no longer show up in the minor level ups because they thought they were too overpowered. I don't necessarily disagree. And they said they're going to rework the stats in the future. They increased the amount of luck you can get. They reduced the spawn rate. We already talked about that. This is a lot of the stuff we already talked about. So here's some of the changes to the characters. Ghost and Pyro, the area damage melee weapons now always hit all enemies within their radius. I guess they weren't doing that before. Says there was a limited number to hits per attack, but the damage is greatly reduced after reaching a certain number of targets, which is still good. That's a buff. That's a buff to them because it's going to hit more targets, but it's going to do slightly less damage to them instead of doing 0. The medic actually got a pretty good change. I ran the medic in the original. We're still going to run the medic in this video, but in my original video, I ran the medic with the chemical damage buff. It's not really that great. It's still not that great. But chemical damage over time now deals an additional damage equal to 1% of the enemy's maximum health per tick. So that seems like it's a lot. In my 2-hour video, I ran the antidote flask, and I got the medic's antidote flask up to about 4,400 DPS, which is, I think, a significant upgrade over her previous ones. but she's still doing the lowest amount of DPS, which is fine because she's a support character. But today we're going to run Ice because Ice is overpowered right now. So we're going to try to run Medic and Huntress with a full-on Ice build. Energy Shield got a slight nerf. They increased it to 50 seconds from 40. Swat Grenade Trail gets a damage buff. Flamethrower gets a buff. And that's really about it. So let's drop this and let's jump into the game. We're going to... So for this video, we're actually going to start off with, well, I guess we don't need to start off with the medic. Or who do we want to? Yeah, we'll start off with the medic because I want to get the healing bonuses. It's going to be pretty easy to max out all our characters. So I'm going to start with the medic, and then I'm going to get the Huntress, and then we're going to get up the engineer. We're going to run... I'm going to try to... What I'm going to focus on most is like maxing out movement speed. We're going to max that out. Let's do Vile Wasteland because it's a little bit harder. See, so boss rush mode in the video, I think I survived an hour. I guess I survived like an hour and 5 minutes in it. Okay, and then so boss rush mode, Vile Wasteland. We're gonna start off with the medic. All right, let's go. I know the medic's not the best one to start off with, but I kind of want to get those healing bonuses. So we're gonna pick up any of the characters we see basically right away. Because as I said, I think we're gonna be able to level up our characters by before 20 minutes. That's probably what I'll say. I've only done this once, so I don't know if it's the same every time. But I think before the 20-minute mark, we should have every character maxed out. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't know if that's what they intended for this to happen. Because I guess enough people complained about the minor level ups and the leveling up that they went back and made it quicker, and then, you know, they got rid of the minor level ups during the leveling process. So they switched that out. Okay, let's get the syringe gun. I probably actually should have stuck with the pistol for a little bit. Okay, let's get Stim Pack. Okay, let's go syringe again. Okay, we're gonna take the bells and whistle for right now because that one's really good, and I want to get this one on our radar, so it's gonna keep showing up for us. Okay, then we're gonna take Huntress and Engineer. So as soon as they show up, we're gonna take them. I don't care about the order. Whoever shows up shows up. Okay, we're gonna take Engineer. Oh, we parried that. Nice. Okay, we're probably gonna take this elemental damage. We're not gonna have any fire, so let's ban. No, I'm not gonna banish this one because we can banish this one over here, though. We can banish the spoil canister, and then we'll take the Hyper Gaster XD. We're gonna be able to make up any of that deficit we got at some point. Okay, let's get electrocution. What we need is energy shield. That's what I need right now. I can see all those zombies pairing up. We don't have anything really to kill them yet until we get that energy shield going. We're gonna kind of try to make energy shield be one of our main sources of DPS, along with the Huntress's frost arrow, because those are gonna do really good damage. We're gonna have a weak start, so don't worry, we'll be good. Okay, I'm not gonna take these guys. I'm not gonna use a reroll either for these. Trust me, as soon as we start maxing everything out, we're gonna start getting kind of crazy in here. Okay, freezing flask. Okay, chemical no, we're not doing chemical damage this time. Oh man, there's so many good things here. Oh man, these are so many good ones. Okay, well we already have this, so I don't need to take this again. I don't need to lock this one down, because this one will probably show up again at some point. Let's banish this one because we're not going to do chemical. Let's lock down the electric, and then I'm going to take the ice damage modifier because we're going to be running 2 characters with ice. We're going to be running the ice flask, and we're going to be running a freezing arrow. Okay, there's the energy shield. Okay, more energy shield. Okay, so let's do ability area. Okay, let's get field surgery. Electrocution. Okay, where are all of these zombies at? I want the little zombies. I don't want the boss zombies. I want all these little zombies. Okay, let's do freezing flask again. Freezing flask. Energy shield. Energy shield. So you can just see we're getting we're getting insane amounts of level ups here already. Taser. Okay, here's our Huntress. So now we have all 3 of our characters. Good. Again, it doesn't really matter. The order I don't think matters as much anymore because... Okay, so here's the deal again. I have Special Snowflake. I have Special Snowflake already locked in. So as you saw from the patch notes, if you have something locked in, it has a higher chance of showing up. So I don't think I need to lock this down because I'm gonna use my lockdowns a lot and I don't want to waste them all for things that might show up again. So let's banish the money modifier. We're gonna take the Icon of Tempest, so that gets into our rotation of items locked in. Because obviously we have the Engineer, so Engineer's gonna get a ton of electric damage from all this. We're gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh, we actually hardly took any. I just did it because I knew we weren't gonna get killed, but I actually thought we would take more damage there. So again, I'm super nervous about my mic messing up. I'm really nervous. I'm gonna be so sad if I did some test streams, I did some test recordings where I pull up the patch notes, like I practice like I'm actually doing it, and then I watched it and nothing sounded wrong. So here's fingers crossed that nothing happens. Okay, so see, so here's the hyper gaster again. Let's take that. So I mean, ultimately we're gonna be a high elemental build too, so because we're gonna go with ice arrows and then we're gonna go with a lot of the engineers. I want the engineers turret to kind of do, or not turret, well the turrets too. The turrets are gonna do a lot of damage, you'll see. But I ultimately want the turrets and the energy shield to do just insane amounts of damage. Not even gonna be able to move here for a second. See, it's hard to tell. I just don't know if this is what was intended with this change. I don't think you should be maxed out on everything by so early in the game. But I also like it because I, as one of the few people who appears to enjoy the minor level ups, I love those. I absolutely love the minor level ups. Okay, let's do... See, so they're all just going to keep showing up, which is awesome. Let's do the ice damage. No, let's do the elemental for now. Yeah, let's do the elemental for now. Okay, we're going to take the movement speed. So 10% movement speed. Those are the kind of upgrades we're going to be seeing. Well, we're not going to exactly see 10 because they do lower it a bit when you get to the infinite level up. But man, we're going to be seeing so many minor level ups now once we max these out. Okay, let's do our turret. Multi-shot. Alright, let's do electrocution out of those. Okay, let's banish chemical. We're not going to do any chemical. We'll take the bells and whistles again. I think that's a great change. I think that is a great change. If you pick something, you should have better odds of seeing it again. So I really like that. That's a great update, or a great change. Okay, we'll do multi-shot. Get laser. Multi-shot. Alright, let's do ability critical chance. Alright, we'll take this one because, let's see. These ones are pretty good too. Let's do the ability one. I don't think there's any way to avoid getting both of those right there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did the first map when we did this run. Okay, Jewel of Life, I'm pretty sure does work with Reanimate. It worked for me last time, so I hope it works again. Yeah, because I don't remember the scare. Or maybe, no, maybe I did this one. I think there was, yeah, I think it was, because I think there were the spider webs. And I think I made a comment that the spider webs barely affect me when we get our max movement speed. Okay, we don't have transplantology yet, so let's take that. All right, let's take the straight up. I'm gonna lock down the lockdown, and I'm gonna take elemental damage. I go through so many lockdowns now with this run, so it's worth. I think it's worth trying to get as many lockdowns as you can. Max out electrocution, get that off the board. I would really love to see SOS early too. Not SOS, the Ring of Power. Okay, let's lock down. No. Cancel that lockdown. I was thinking this one, but I'm not going to waste a lockdown for it, so we'll just take the actual lockdowns. Alright, let's do movement speed again. We're not seeing... One thing that might slow this down a little bit compared to the last one is I haven't gotten any XP modifiers yet. Last time I know I got XP modifiers, so that might have sped up the process, but I don't think it would have sped it up too much because I only got maybe like 15%. Okay, let's do penetration. Oh, I don't have penetration yet. Should definitely get that with Ice Arrow going. So hopefully what's going to happen is by the end of the map, we're just going to have our electric turrets everywhere. They're going to be huge. They're going to be huge turrets. There's going to be probably 10 to 15 on the map at the same time because we're going to get insane amount of ability duration, ability cooldown, and you're just going to, the whole map's going to be covered with them. That's kind of what we're going for. Our turrets are going to just kind of cover the map. Again, that was the last run though. I'm trying my hardest to kind of replicate it here because I think ultimately all you need to do is survive long enough and you'll just eventually kind of start maxing out everything. Okay, let's do the electric damage. Let's get things that'll help us kill a little bit more and then we'll worry about the durability stuff later. And then obviously our energy shield's going to be huge. It's going to be doing pretty big damage. So that's going to be the gist of this run. Okay, let's do... I love how these are always going to show up. Let's do the solar panel now. Get that on the... Because at this point, I just want to see them all. I want to see them all. If I have one that... If there's one that shows up that I don't have, I'm going to pick that one. So... That way it has that higher probability of showing up again. So then at some point there'll probably almost always be one... There'll almost always be one crate option that we really want because we picked into so many different categories. I'm just trying to kind of rack up some boss kills here while we can. while we have our abilities or our power-ups. Okay, see, they're just gonna keep showing up. We'll take this one. Okay, we'll take the... Oh, I'm gonna take the XP modifier. I'm gonna take the XP modifier. The XP modifiers I think are gonna be the most important thing to take in this, because you want to keep seeing those minor level ups as quickly as you can. Because that's how you're gonna start to max out all your stats by leveling up all those minor level ups. Once we max everything out. So I would probably always take, unless there's some sort of legendary that shows up that's too good to pass up, I would probably almost always take XP gains. Okay, let's just take the bells and whistles. This build, or not even this build, just this game in general, you're really gonna start to shine once you max everything out. You'll be able to do this with probably almost any build, you know? You'll be able to pick any 3 characters, and once you max them out, and you start getting all the infinite levels at the end, you're too strong. You can get too strong. I wanted to get that military down there, but I got... Alright, let's do... Man, this is a really good one, too. I'll take that one. We're gonna have so many good things in rotation now. Okay, now we need to start kind of leveling up the things I don't want to level up. I'm not gonna banish anything. I mean, maybe I could. I could probably... I could probably banish things like Arrow Rain and the EMP Grenade. We don't need those, and I don't care for those, and... I almost kind of think that maybe I would rather just have the minor level ups than those, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to be doing some pretty good damage with our ice arrows too. Alright, let's max out Transplantology. And then just between, see, so now we're starting to max everything out. So we only have 3 left. Let's go with, like, Reanimate. So we're not going to quite do it at 15 minutes, but pretty close. Let's do Ability Duration. I'm going to focus a lot on duration, cooldown, ability damage, and things like that. Because honestly, at some point we're going to be running away. We're not really going to even see the mobs too much, the bosses. So we're going to rely on our turrets and then just our energy shield to do most of the damage. Because if you want to survive as long as you can, you're just going to run around circles around the map while all the bosses are frozen and going for our decoys and things like that. I'm actually going to take that ability critical damage. So I think getting your abilities leveled up is going to be getting your ability damage and stuff leveled up is pretty important, especially for the turrets. And then we want the energy shield to be doing enough damage to where we can just kind of kill the... Let's see. Let's get this one in here, Frozen Heart. That's not a bad one. That'll be some extra ice damage too and some extra health. But yeah, if you want to play for survivability, if you want to play if you want to get your 3-hour survivor times, you're just going to run around the map. You're just going to run in circles. We're not necessarily going to do that. See, I almost think I'd rather just take these, and maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's max out reanimate though, so we get that one off the board. I'm not gonna banish them, but if I see something else I like ability damage in area, I'm just gonna keep taking these instead. And then if I don't see something I like, then we'll upgrade these. So let's go with ability damage. See, so let's go with cooldown reduction. So yeah, sub 20 minutes you'll be able to max everything out. I don't know if we're gonna do that in this video though, because like I said, if I see a better minor level up, I'm gonna take that. Let's do the ice modifier again. So that's gonna get this one off the board. We don't have any fire, so that's fine. That's actually a really good item for us. This is actually a really good build too, because the items cancel each other out. So you can see, okay, we're gonna take the cooldown reduction. Those big items that we just got, like the 30% ice minus 20% fire, it's fine because we don't have fire. And then the other one is electric and chemical. We're not running chemicals, so we can pick those items that give us huge electric damage. So it's a good pairing. See, look how big our turret is already. Our turret feels pretty big. Okay, I'm gonna take the XP modifier for sure. Because again, I think XP modifier is probably one of the most important things to take here. Man, both of these are really good. 5 luck and 10 movement speed. Let's do the luck. Because I think we'll be able to get the movement speed going when we want it to. I don't think we're going to have too hard of a time getting our movement speed up to where we want it to be. Okay, I'm taking C. I'm not even taking these. I'm not going to take the EMP. I'm going to take the 5% modifier. I don't think the minor level ups work the same as the crate items, so if you take one thing, it has more of a probability, because that's not considered the stackable items, you know, so I don't think that matters. I don't think you're going to start seeing more ability damage if you take ability damage. Let's take the luck. Okay, let's do this one. At some point too, even if we die, it's not going to be a huge deal because we're going to have reanimate, and hopefully we'll have that on a low enough cooldown to where we'll be able to we'll just kind of have to run around for a little bit and it'll just get back up. Oh, that was a big hit. I didn't think he was gonna throw that at me. I didn't think he was gonna be able to hit me. All right, let's get this one. Let's get this one in the rotation. Okay, now we can take one of these. We'll take EMP grenade. So you can kind of see too, we're starting to get a lot of the turrets up on the map. Just between the duration and some of the cooldown reduction we've taken. Okay, we're gonna take. Okay, no, that's. Let's just start. Let's get these guys off the board. Unless there's something I really want. I'm not gonna take glass cannon. Maybe we'll take glass cannon at the very end. But for right now, I'm not gonna take it. Once we kind of start feeling good about our run, okay, we're gonna take the luck. I don't care about magnet range in this game as much. Okay, we're gonna take the movement speed. Oh, I love it when we get Iron Skin and the Killing Frenzy at the same time. Let's do the pocket watch. I like the pocket watch. Ooh, this is... Let's do the luck. I mean, ultimately, luck's a really good one to take. Let's get EMP grenade again. I don't want to take any sort of ability cooldown reduction right now because the most important thing I want right now is I want to get energy shield up all the time. So once we kind of get that up all the time, then I can kind of think about taking some ability cooldown reduction. Once we kind of get it overload it, you know. Because right now our ability shield's not up all the time, or our energy shield. Where is it? Maybe no. See, yeah, it's down for. Yeah, it's down for too long. It's down for too long right now. It's down for like 4 seconds, maybe 3 or 4 seconds. I mean, I don't want it down at all. I don't want it down at all. I want to be able to. I want to stun every zombie that runs to me. I want to be able to kill these scarabs when they try to get into my zone. So that way we're not taking as many hits as you just kind of saw we took a little bit ago. I want to avoid all of that. banish the potato. Weapon critical damage or weapon attack speed or weapon critical and weapon critical damage. Let's do... Actually, I kind of want to take this one. I hate it when they're both here. We're gonna go for movement speed though. Let's banish the fire damage. Take the self-care. Self-care is really good because it almost acts as an extra revive. Once you get, I mean, it almost is. It almost is exactly like revive. As soon as you're near death, you're gonna suck up all the hearts on the map, which there will probably be a few, and then maybe by the time it sucks them all up, you're gonna be at full health probably. So, good item. Okay, let's max out the EMP grenade. At the end of this run, I'll show you kind of why I think I want to banish. EMP grenade at least has a stun. Arrow rain has absolutely, I think, no benefit to it. We've talked about this on occasion many times. I think arrow rain needs a damage over time or something. Ooh, that was a big hit. Yeah, it needs something. It needs some poison or something. And even then, I don't think it'll be really that good, but okay, we're gonna take the armor and health. Alright, let's take the max health 100. I wonder if we can top out max health too. What are we at now for health? Just 2,000? I guess I didn't need to pause it, but let's see. We're at 27 cooldown reduction, 160% modifier, 200% movement speed. That's not with our stim pack though, is it? It is. Movement speed is at 175. We're only 25 minutes into it too. If this becomes an hour run, you can imagine how much we're gonna be able to stack. Okay, okay, we'll just take the arrow rain. Let's get arrow rain out of here. I'm gonna take arrow rain just so I can show you guys why arrow rain sucks. Let's do let's see, is there anything we want? Obtaining this item will immediately restore 100% of your health at once. No. Okay, I'm not gonna banish that, but I can probably banish this. I don't think I don't think we're gonna banish anything. I'll just banish the things I know we're not gonna take, like fire damage and chemical damage, things like that. So with stim pack, you can see we get some of the same movement speed. Once we start maxing out movement speed too, we'll be moving like that all the time. Okay, arrow rain again. Okay, I'm not gonna take this yet. We'll take the Master Sword at some point, but we're gonna take it later. I could probably... Ooh, 2.5. We might be able to... I might be able to take this one too, but again, we'll take that. We'll take those later. Because we get the huge bonus from the medic, so... I think we can afford a 2.5 for 10% armor at some point. See, because this is why we want the energy shield up all the time. It just... Every time we run through the zombies, it's just gonna stun them, and then it makes it so much easier to move through them. Alright, We're just gonna max it out. I'm just gonna max out arrow right now. Let's get it out of here. That one's not going to be horrible. I mean, 5%, we're going to stack all the electric damage we can get to, so that's fine getting that into the rotation. I don't care too much about the magnet range, but I'm going to try to take as much electrical damage as I can get. Alright, arrow rain is officially maxed out. We have maxed out everything. We could have maxed that out by 20 minutes easily, but you can see, you get everything maxed out super quick. And again, I think boss rush mode is slightly different because I think you gain XP a lot quicker in this mode. But now we're just gonna get now we're just gonna keep getting these infinite minor level ups, and we can do ability damage and just stack whatever we want to stack now whenever it shows up. Fun-wise, I think it's amazing. Balance-wise, I don't. I don't think it's balanced at all like this, being able to max out your abilities so early. I don't think it's balanced. I think they're gonna change it again, but I don't know. XP modifier. The last time I did this, I think I got 2 legendary XP modifiers at like 20%. I'm pretty sure I was sitting at over 200% something XP modifier. I mean, we're probably gonna get there again because every time I see it, I'm gonna take it. Then we're gonna go high into movement speed. And again, I think you can do this with any build. It's just a little bit easier. It's just a little bit easier with ice. I don't know if ice is gonna get nerfed again here at some point too, but ice is way too strong right now. I'm playing a little reckless, a little bit reckless. Just a little. Because I just want to get more XP on the board and kill some of these bosses. But I also don't want to die. I could just imagine me hyping up how easy this game is now and then die sub 30 minutes. Again, I'm not going to banish this one because of the healing bonus. But let's see. Let's do the pocket watch again. When we max that out, getting an extra second and a half of Killing Frenzy or Stone Skin is really good. So what's kind of a bummer about this new, the new way they have the leveling up system, it almost makes some classes as your starting class as your leader useless. Because say the tank. The tank is going to give you 20% armor. You're thinking, oh, okay, 20% armor is cool. But at some point you're going to max out, and then the 20% is not going to matter. You're just going to max out a little bit quicker. So if you run a build, if you run this how the game is now, we're going to be able to max out armor. It doesn't matter if we have the tank or not. We're going to max out armor as long as I pick into it. That goes the same with the SWAT character. We're going to be able to max out. You're just going to be able to max out your stats. So it makes picking your leader a little bit less important, because being able to max out whatever stats you want because of these infinite minor level ups at the end really ruins some of that choice. That's one of the things that I guess doesn't matter as much either. So taking someone like the Pyro, where you can keep stacking your damage, I think as high as, I don't think there's a max for that. But taking someone like the Pyro class or something where you're doing elemental damage is good. But taking the tank now I don't think is beneficial unless you want the tank's abilities. But if you're looking at the armor and being, oh, I want to run a tanky build, well, don't pick the tank. Just pick the characters with the best abilities and pick max, and just keep picking armor every time you get to the minor level ups. You know? You don't have to take the tank just to get a tanky build now. See, because I could keep taking things like health, and I'm gonna go with movement speed because that's what I like. But you could build a totally tanky build with any sort of characters now. So just pick the 3 characters you like that have the best abilities and you think are going to mesh well together, and then you just run those. It's kind of how the game is now. But again, it's kind of a work in progress, but I don't think this is going to be I don't think this is going to be the final product for the XP gains, and nor do I think it should be. I think they're gonna have to change how this works. I actually really enjoyed it before, where you got the minor level ups in between. It gave you agency on what you wanted to pick. It made it more important on picking what abilities you wanted to focus on. And then in the meantime, you could focus on getting those few minor level ups in between to kind of cover up for your weaknesses. So if you were going with a pure tank build, you could pick up some other things to either support it with more tank stuff, or if you wanted to cover up some of your weaknesses, you could pick up some DPS. But now it doesn't really matter, because now we're just going to get everything. So this is where things become interesting too. Because you'll see here, I'm going to talk about this real quick. So even this one too, even the glass of milk. So T-pose, 10% dodge minus 20% movement speed. Once I max out movement speed, so once I get to like 250 movement speed, then I'm going to take T-pose and start getting my dodge chance, and then I can just build my movement speed back up to its max amount. And that seems kind of broken too, because that's what I did last time. So I'm not going to banish anything. As much as I hate minus 20% movement speed, once I get my movement speed to 250%, then I'm definitely going to take T-pose, and it's not going to hurt me at all. Like, that's not going to be any sort of detriment to my build, but it's going to give me 10% dodge. So it's crazy. So I guess right now we'll take like the glass of milk, because we have 200% healing bonus. So 2.5 healing bonus isn't going to be anything. 10% armor is going to be nice. And that's where some of the brokenness gets into this, because T-pose, you're supposed to make that decision. Do you want to sacrifice movement speed for dodge? What do you think is more important for your current build? But again, we're going to max out. I'm going to max out movement speed here, and then I'm going to be, okay, well, I'm going to take this item now and then just max out my movement speed again. And now I have 10% dodge with nothing, no harm, nothing done to me. other than I had to pick movement speed for a couple level ups. Okay, we'll do more luck. See, we're getting incredibly high luck. We already have 24 luck. So I don't think the current state of the game is... It's in a super fun spot. People may love this. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people playing this are like, oh yeah, this is awesome. I love it. But I don't necessarily think it's the best. I don't think it's healthy for the longevity of the game. Because every run you're going to be able to get really, really strong. Do we have infinite? I haven't checked in a little bit. Do we have infinite energy shield yet? I feel like I haven't really taken a bunch of... I feel like I haven't taken a bunch of cooldown reductions yet since we last talked about it. Okay, let's do the armor. Oh no, let's do the wooden stick. I'm gonna lock this one. I'm gonna lock this one down though. And then we'll take that XP. So look, we're at 215% XP modifier now. We might be at infinite energy shield. XP modifier again. XP modifier again. So just like that, we got what, 45? No, we got 25, 35, 40% XP modifier. So we're up to 230% XP modifier now. We're doubling, more than doubling our XP gains. Okay, we're gonna do the lifesteal. I know I just locked this down, but I'm gonna do the lifesteal. We actually haven't seen that yet. Because lifesteal is now a super rare commodity. Because you can't get it anymore in those minor level ups. So I'm gonna take Vampire Survivor since it showed up. Even though we do have Transplantology, so we still have lifesteal, but I'm just gonna keep taking it. All right, let's do ability crit chance. So we're gonna have to start paying attention on the right hand, or under the stats. We're gonna have to start paying attention now to when things get maxed out. It's a little hard to tell though, because sometimes you'll have bonuses that put you in the maxed out state. So we're gonna have to try to pay attention to what stats and stuff we have up, or what power-ups we have, so we know what's truly maxed out and what's not. I don't know all the numbers, but I know armor is 75%, movement speed I think is 250. I think a lot of them are at 75% now. Let's do elemental damage. We're never going to, as far as I know, I don't think we're ever going to get into an unkillable state, though. I don't think, no matter how strong I get, I'm not going to be able to sit in the middle of the map and just take hits from all the enemies. They definitely got rid of that. So we can still die. I'm still going to be able to get one-shot it. Even with our max stats, I'm still going to be able to get one-shot it if we get hit by a boss or something. So you still need to play careful. Because you used to be able to max out your armor at 90%, they lowered that. It's now 75%. Okay, let's do this one. Ooh, 2 legendaries. Ability, oh man. I wonder, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to lock down one of them and see if it shows up again as legendary. So let's lock down ability area. I'm going to take ability damage. I don't know if it's going to show up as legendary though. So let's see. That's an infinite level up, so that one, I don't think that counts. The other one was a military level up, so I wonder how that works. Locking down military level ups versus getting these infinite level ups. Okay, let's do the 2 armor. Okay, we're gonna take this one again, the armor. I mean, I still want to try to avoid that. I still want to try to avoid the 1-hits for at least a little while. See, we're gonna be so fast that the bosses aren't gonna be able to catch us. So this is what I was saying, if you wanted to just run around the edge of the map the whole time, you could. And then with your infinite energy shield, you really just need to try to dodge the zombies. Every once in a while, you'll get a new spawn come in charging at you, but between our decoys, our speed, and the decoys, the speed, and our ice, we're not gonna be really getting touched too much. Okay, let's do the power glove. We're gonna have 260 health. Or 2,600 health. You don't want to stay too close to them, because those mummies are gonna throw those mummy balls at you, and those will wreck you. That's why I don't hang around the bosses too much, especially on this map. If this was the other map, if this was Isolated City, I would be circling around these bosses a lot more than we are now. Okay, let's just do the solar panel. The other map, it's so much easier. The other map is so much easier because the bosses are so much weaker. The mummy boss is the scary one in this one. See, because those mummy balls, you don't know where they're coming from. They're hard to dodge. They're hard to see. You don't want to be right in front of it when it hits you. All right, let's do ability duration. Once we notice, okay, so it looks like stim pack is up all the time. So the duration on that is good. Our transplantology is not up all the time, so we still need to work on ability cooldown reduction and stuff. Once we start seeing those up all the time, then we can probably stop worrying about those. Let's see, as soon as stim pack goes down, you'll notice right above my characters, you'll see stim pack. As soon as it goes down, it pops back up right away. So we have basically infinite stim pack right now. We still have about maybe, how long? Like 5 seconds worth for... 5 seconds for our transplantology. I'm kind of trying to pay attention, but it's also hard to look at the cooldowns and play. So let's see. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's down for a while. Okay, so we definitely need way more cooldown reduction. Let's do ability area. Yeah, we haven't really actually seen a lot of cooldown reduction yet. 44%, that's not really that high. But part of the reason that we have, even though we don't have high cooldown duration, high cooldown reduction, we do have ability duration. And so those kind of work hand in hand with keeping your abilities up all the time. Because the cooldown starts when the ability starts, not when it ends. So if your ability's up longer, then that kind of reduces the cooldown also. Like, that's why we have infinite energy shield, because of the duration also. Ooh, we almost... That's what happens when you backtrack, when you go in the opposite direction of what you were normally running in. Alright, let's do the armor again. So now we're gonna have 65% armor. I really want to make sure that, I really want the medic's abilities to be up all the time. Is that going to be our priority? I don't think so, but I do really want that. So we are going to take a lot of that. The cooldown reduction will help a lot too for the reanimate. Because at some point I'm going to start playing more reckless. I'm not going to circle around the map for 2 hours. But we'll make it worthwhile. Every charge of lockdown, this chance has a... Dude, that's not real. I'm not going to take that yet. Well, if we take that, I'll take that last, but... Oh no, it didn't. It didn't show up. 30% weapon damage critical though. That's okay. Okay, so I think we wasted a lockdown on that last one because it didn't show up as legendary. Oh yeah, and we want a cooldown reduction too for our turrets, our electric turrets. I kind of forgot about those. You can see there's still a pretty good amount of them on the map. Again, because of the duration, they're gonna stay up longer. Oh, SOS, finally. That showed up late, man. 43 minutes into the run. Imagine if that would have showed up earlier. Holy cow. Let's do ability area just for funsies. Start getting that one going. Once I get to 1 hour. Once I get to 1 hour, then I think we'll start kind of... I'm really avoiding these bosses. I really am. I don't want to get one-shotted and be like, oh man, well that was a little anticlimactic. We didn't get to see all the everything getting maxed out and things like that. So once we get to an hour, maybe we'll start getting a little bit more reckless and trying to kill these bosses. Because at some point, the whole point of this video has been proven. Like, you can just get way too strong. So let's take the T-pose now. I mean, we're still at... Well, I have Stim Pack right now, but... We're still going to have really high movement speed. And then I can just kind of start building that up again. we're in a good place to start taking the T-pose. Because the bosses can't catch up to us anymore. Oh man, look how slow we are. Only for 5 seconds though. Was that even 5 seconds? Oh man, again, legendaries. Let's do some max health. 2,800. I wonder how much health we need to avoid a one-hit with armor. If we can max out armor to 75%, what sort of damage are they going to be doing for one-hits? So we have a 40% ability critical chance right now. I'm kind of curious if this is just a running theory right now. I wonder if we get a legendary every time now because we locked down a legendary. Because that was 2 legendaries in a row for our military level ups. I'm sure it's probably just luck and a coincidence, but I wonder. I guess we'll see here as soon as we pick up one more military training point. Because we've been seeing a lot of legendaries in those now, and we did lock down a legendary one time. Okay, see, so now we can just kind of take some of that movement speed back. The reason it looked so high was because we had stim pack and the movement speed buff. So no, we're not back up to 220% already. Okay, let's do. See, I'm so tempted to run in the middle of the map, but that's how you die. Okay, but now that we have everything, let's kind of back out. Oh, come on, give me that. Oh no, okay. That was theory disproven. Okay, let's do weapon damage. We've barely taken any weapon damage, which is fine because I'm going more for the abilities. Because see, this is why. Because this is what I was saying. You know, we're running around the map. We're not really doing a ton of weapon damage other than on these zombies. Did I just die? I did. That guy just one-shotted me. Or no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at transplantology. I thought my defibrillator went off. I was gonna say, that's nuts. Although it is 50 minutes into the run, so it wouldn't surprise me if we get one-shotted by things now. Even with our pretty high armor. Okay, let's stop taking luck and let's start taking more of these like damaging things. I wonder if luck affects military drops though. You would think it does, but I can't confirm. I don't know. I would have to, someone would have to comment on it, or I'd have to ask in the Discord. Okay, let's do this one again. We're gonna have some really, really good healing bonuses here. Ooh, see? I mean, that only did half our health, but still. There's no invulnerability anymore, so now that T-pose and all that is in the power glove are officially changed to no more invulnerability. Okay, we're maxed out on armor now, 75% armor. So we got our, oh, we're maxed, no, we're not maxed out on weapons. That's only, I was gonna say, there's no way we're maxed out on cooldown reduction for weapons. That's just because we have Killing Frenzy. See, that's why it gets hard to tell, because you're like, oh, what buffs are up? Am I really maxed out, or is it just because I have Stim Pack up all the time? But I guess if we have Stim Pack up all the time, then I don't need to max movement up to like its native 250. I just need to get it, I think, to 225. Yeah, let's start going with more of the damage stuff. Let's get away from the XP gains and all that, because I'm not doing an infinite run here. I'm not gonna play this for, we're not gonna do a 3-hour run here, so I think we're good on the XP gains for now. Because at some point I'm just gonna start playing stupid and try to just slam through these bosses as best as we can. I think at this point I've almost got to the point to where I replicated the run. We need a little bit more movement speed, and I'm gonna start taking some of this ability damage and things like that. Let's do the crit chance. So we have a 50% ability critical chance now. Okay, let's see if I can like kill these bosses without really taking too much. It's so risky. See, the ice is so strong. Paired with our insane movement speed, it's so stupid. Oh man, I ran to the wrong group. Even the chargers can barely even get to us. So we're gonna make this a 2-hour video. So we're at, as long as I don't die first, we're at 1 hour and 23 minutes now. So we'll go for like 45 more minutes. If this isn't a 2-hour video, then you can tell right now that I died before. I died before. Okay, I think we can take this one. 25% weapon damage for. I think we can take the reductions now for some of the other things. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay. We'll come back for you. Oh man, they hit so hard. Even maxed out armor. You can see we get hit for 50% of our health from just a normal zombie. That's why it's not... I don't think you can ever be officially unkillable again. You can get super strong like we are, but not... I don't think you can ever be officially unkillable again. Unless you consider this. This technically isn't unkillable, but you can do this for a really, really long time. As long as you don't get caught. If we, oh yeah, now we can get this SMS. Our damage numbers aren't going to be insane because, okay, let's banish. No, is there anything that gives me negative armor? I'm trying to think if there's anything that gives me negative armor. Because then that would work like the T-post stuff where I would take the negative armor and then just rebuild it back up. But I don't think our damage numbers are going to be that insane because, for one, we're just circling around the map a lot. So you can see most of our DPS is just coming from pitter-pattering these zombies. If we were to stay at the bosses, though, that would really ramp up our numbers. But I think we're going to get good damage numbers from our turrets. You can see pretty much anywhere I run, there's going to be a turret up. So that means the bosses are just constantly running through them. And then if we have a decoy in the same place, they're just gonna be sitting in it. Let's do... The minor level ups just totally negate some of these items. They're supposed to be punishments, but they're not. The bonuses are too big, and then you only need to take one minor level up to make up for like that weapon crit damage I lost. I keep forgetting that my turrets are a thing, so I do want to keep taking the cooldown reduction. Oh, we don't have the pickup pick yet. I like the pickup pick. See, ice is gonna need to be nerfed. There's a lot of things. I don't want to call for nerfs, but I'm just saying these are probably things that are gonna happen, because some of these are just ice is way too good right now. You don't really even need to double down on ice. You could just take the Huntress and then... I mean, I knew I was gonna run the medic as my main character, so we just went all in on ice. Okay, let's do this one. See, I could keep taking XP modifier, but I think we're just gonna chill here. We're just gonna chill at 250%. If you wanted to try to do just the 3 hour, if you were gonna play a lot longer than I was, go for it. Keep taking that XP gain. Then you'll max everything out much quicker. I gotta record other videos today. I don't have work today, so that's why I'm able to do this. I get that every other Monday off. The kids are in school right now. The wife isn't home. So I'm taking advantage of this. I'm gonna do my 2 hour zombie video. 2 hour zombie video, probably officially my longest video. And then I'm gonna record some other stuff. I have some other stuff I need to record. Sure, I guess we'll take it. I don't generally like to take this item, but I'll just take it. Because I like to keep the hearts on the map. But now if we're at 100% health, we can pick up the hearts. And we're gonna do a ton more damage. Because honestly, this isn't... At some point, it becomes less about killing, you know? It doesn't matter if we kill them anymore. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have to kill anybody to win this game. I just need to run around and just not get hit. You're never gonna see the bosses if you don't want to. Just run around like this around the border of the map, and you'll never see them, other than the random spawn that comes out. Okay, we're at 75% critical ability chance. I want to see what some of this cooldown reduction 75. Okay, doesn't max anything else out though. Ability duration 20%. I'd be curious to know too if luck means you get a higher chance of getting those. That would be cool if it did. If higher luck means you have a higher chance of getting higher level, like level ups. Oh, that was a revive. That was it. See, I told you we could still get one shot. We could still get one shot it. That was it. That was a revive. We got hit by, I think, their spikes. So now we need to wait out the cooldown. I told you, it doesn't matter. We have 2,800 health and 75% armor, and I still got one shot at there. It's so hard to play and look at my cooldowns. Okay, I think it's back. That's why it's nice to keep taking cooldown reduction for that defibrillator to get back up right away. Let's see. We're starting to get down to kind of the things that I don't really know if I want, but I guess we'll take this one. Like, we're gonna start getting to those, a lot of, oh, you're gonna buff this, but you're gonna negative that, which I know we can just make up for it with the level ups, but still not items I would necessarily always take. All right, let's do cooldown reduction again. What's the problem with running in the middle? You just gotta risk it. That's why once I start getting reckless and running through the middle, that's probably going to be kind of game over at some point. Oh, see, just that's all it takes, because those guys aren't in the clump, you know, they're not part of the hive mind that's going on over there. So I literally just would have ran right into that. Didn't even see it. We moved so fast, and they're attacking, and then I just literally run right into the spike. And then you're done. I am glad that you can't really get unkillable anymore, though. Oh, man, not 250. Is it 300 then? Movement speed 300? It might be 300. This might be dangerous. No, okay, we're fine. Every time we're picking up one of these two, we're getting 1% ability and 1% weapon damage because of that power, ring of power. Man, if only we would have saw that a little bit sooner. I didn't use my rerolls because we didn't need to. We kept seeing so many good things, but maybe if I do this run again, I reroll a lot more in the early stage to try to get the ring of power really early. Because that could... For a long run like this, that's going to give you an insane amount of power. Okay, we'll max out Pocket Watch. I mean, eventually what would be cool too is, we're gonna risk this. What would be cool too is eventually, I think eventually they're gonna add bosses at some point. Like real bosses, not just these, because I feel that these zombies right now are more of, they're more elites, you know? They're really just elites. They're not really boss type characters. We'll take this soon. I wonder if I can reroll. I wonder how much things are still left that's worth taking. Eventually, if they add bosses, that would probably change the game a lot too. If a boss spawns every 10 minutes and then eventually they just become... You have to kill the bosses. Make it so you have to fight the boss. You know? You have to kill the boss. The only thing on the screen is the boss. The timer stops. Make it so you have to kill the boss. That would fix, I think, a lot of these issues too, of these infinite runs. And then eventually the bosses would just become so strong that you would have to be incredibly OP to be able to survive and move on. But yeah, force a boss kill. Force it. You have to kill the boss to move on. Stop the clock. Stop the clock at 50 minutes. You have to kill the boss. That might come. I think they've talked about adding bosses. So I think that would kind of fix a lot of these issues too. Because this is one of the few games that actually doesn't have bosses. Because I don't consider what they have in here bosses. These aren't really bosses. They act more like elites. Sure, let's do the trumpet. I think we're starting to get to where we kind of have... See, we have so many items right now, we're going to be maxing all of those out pretty soon. I think we've maxed out all the good ones. Every time I get hit, I check my defibrillator to see if it killed me. It very well might have. Oh, we haven't gotten slingshots at all? How is the slingshot? Actually, these are all kind of good now. How have we not seen a slingshot yet? 15 luck. That like almost doubles the amount of luck we had. Okay, we gotta be 250. I gotta get this movement speed to see if it maxes out. I thought it was 250, but maybe it must be higher for the movement speed. Maybe it's 275 or 300. Alright, well, we're gonna keep... At this point, I think we're pretty good on movement speed, so again, we're just gonna take that 10% dodge chance. $92. We're gonna be at 100% crit chance here soon. Oh, it's just the movement speed one. Risky. Oh, that was so risky. I knew it. Oh, I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. Because my revive just popped. All right, so now we gotta play cautious. I knew I shouldn't have went for that. You can even hear me going risky, and then bam, revived. So like even going back for that is kind of risky. Just going away out of your pattern. Anytime you do that at this point, it's risky. I'm trying to pay attention to my defibrillator, but I shouldn't look at it. I should just focus on not dying. Defibrillator's back up. We still have the Jewel of Life too, but honestly the Jewel of Life is more of a... Once the Jewel of Life pops off, we're probably done for. At that point it's, I think, game over. Unless we get lucky and just don't get hit by anything. Because at that point I think anything hitting us would kill us. So we would have to always outlive, because we're going to have the reduced health. So we'd always have to not get hit once until the defibrillator went back up. Running into the middle of the map, always questionable. All right, let's do... Yeah, man, the homing pigeons too, wow. Is that really the first time we've seen a homing pigeon? 10%? Oh my gosh, okay, we maxed out ability reduction now. Speed 230. Okay, I forgot we took that negative movement speed earlier, so we're not going to be close to max for that yet. Okay, so we're gonna I'm gonna banish this now. If we take something, then that's fine. If we take something that ruins the cooldown reduction, that's okay. I'm just gonna try to work on. Was that a revive? Oh my gosh! I always think it's a revive. I'm gonna try to work on maxing out the things that we don't have maxed out right now. So let's just get rid of... See, I can't stand there like that. I can't stand there. We're at... We're at 50. Everything's maxed out right now. I think this is as high as everything gets. Movement speed's at 285. Okay, so it's got to be like closer to 300 then. I'm not gonna go for that SOS yet. I'm gonna have to loop around. Oh, see, gotta dodge that. Can't get hit by that. Oh, this guy might hit me though. Are you gonna hit me? No, okay. The spitter almost got me. But as as I talked about earlier, see, we're maxed out on armor. This is why you don't need to take the tank. Unless you specifically want the tank's abilities, there's no reason to take the tank as your lead. And that it's kind of like that for kind of all the characters now. Let's do this one. That one can still be beneficial to us. So it's kind of a bummer. That part's kind of a bummer. What's our elemental damage at? 375, 375 for electric and ice. I don't know if that's maxed out or not. It might be. I mean, not that... I don't think there's a max amount, but I think we might have gotten all the... Maybe we've gotten all the modifiers we can get. Although I guess there's still elemental damage that show up on here too, huh? Isn't there? I think there's... No, those are just the items. Those are just the items. Elemental damage isn't going to show up here. Let's do dodge. Oh wait, dodge was... No, dodge isn't maxed, is it? Why is my dodge chance so high? Is that because of the killing frenzy? Okay, what do we take here? Sure. Could have just tried re-rolling that. I still have all my re-rolls. Just for a second while I have my... Oh, no. Oh, no, that's fine, Okay. That was just because I had my killing frenzy up. We're not actually maxed out on weapon reduction yet. We almost are, I think. Where was that thing at? This is so risky. That's gonna be overkill. We're only maxed out because I have the movement speed. But we are at 265. I mean, let's go with ability critical damage since we have so much crit chance. Okay, what are we at? We're at an hour and 53 minutes. This video is officially longer than my other one. I think my other one was like an hour and 49 minutes. We're officially at a longer video. Increased movement speed again. Let's reroll. I don't... Okay, there's still some good stuff. There's still, like, homing pigeons. I think this is officially my long... Have I done a 2-hour video? I'm just praying that when I go to watch this video afterwards, there is nothing wrong with the microphone. Does weapon attack speed not have a max? Ability duration is now maxed. Or is that because of... I don't think... Does Killing Frenzy... Let's check. When Killing Frenzy goes away, let's see if that affects the ability duration. No. Okay, so we have almost all of that maxed out now. See? This is why the new leveling system's dumb. This is why it's so ridiculous. Just you play long enough, you're gonna max everything out, and then you're just gonna start getting insane damage, and I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know if there's a cap or... Ooh, did I dodge that? I don't know if I dodged that or if I walked into it. The Horde still evolves, huh? No, nothing's changing. They're at 10,250 XP. Oh, it's just the XP changing? Movement speed not maxed out at 300? Oh yeah, it does max out. Okay, let's do... I guess... Okay, let's start banishing these. Man, I don't really have any banishes left. I guess we could take extra banishes if they show up here. We can still do the ability damage, so sure. At this point, the health doesn't matter. The health probably didn't really matter too much to begin with. I just thought it would be cool to see if we could avoid the one hits if we stacked our health high enough along with our armor, but we kind of already proven that you can't. You're still gonna get one hit. Where is he? I can't even see where he is. I don't even know what to take anymore. Everything's maxed out. I guess we have to take. No, we can reroll. I forgot I can reroll. Critical damage. Weapon attack speed. Let's do weapon critical damage. Okay, we're gonna take the glass cannon now. It's time. It's time for the glass cannon. I wouldn't take this normally, but we are at the 2-hour mark. Right now. 2 hours. Let's take the attack speed. We're just gonna start playing ridiculous. Okay. Yep, here we go. Glass cannon again. Now we're on a suicide mission. We'll start playing a little bit fast and loose here. Oh boy. See, we're so fast too that just I feel like we could just accidentally, we're just totally gonna accidentally walk into something. Like, look at all our turrets. Oh, that was a revive. That was a revive. Alright, let's do ability crit damage. Oh, there's more banishes. Let's take the banishes. Look how many turrets we have. So dumb. I wonder how much damage that's gonna be. Okay, we're back up now. We're back up. Our defibrillator is back. Okay, let's go back to the party. We're gonna get one shot so often here though. I know it. I just have to pay attention to when we get hit. Oh, there it was, a revive again. Okay, here we go. Glass cannon again. Oh man, we could get 5 glass cannons. I don't know if we're gonna make it long enough to get 5 glass cannons, but we'll see. Alright, let's go back to the party. try to get our... Oh, this thing's gonna eat me. Let's try to get our glass cannons. Yeah. Oh, there is a revive. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not... We're just gonna... We're gonna kind of stay in the danger zone a little bit. Alright, well, let's go get it. Glass cannon. And defibrillator is back up. There's no point in taking armor anymore. I'm going to keep taking that glass cannon. Oh man, we totally lagged out there. We got the revive though. Alright, I'm staying in the danger zone. I'm staying. Oh, that was the revive again. Oh, that was my jewel of life. Okay, that was the jewel of life. Now the jewel of life officially went off. Did I max? I didn't max out the other thing, did I? I don't know. I don't even know what I was taking. I think we're max. Oh, there's a revive again. Okay, this is it. We have no health. We can't take any hits at all. Can I survive the... Can I survive through the defibrillator again? We did. It's back up. Oh, that, yep, we walked right into that mummy ball. All right, I think, let's see. Okay, we're staying, like I said, I'm staying in the, I guess I'm not quite staying. Oh, there it is. It's over. An hour and 26 minutes. We're done. Oh man, that was, that was so fun. Okay, that was it. Man, look at that damage. 473. Man, look at our engineer's kills compared to everybody else. How does the medic only get 371 kills in a 90-minute run? That's crazy. All right, we're gonna look at the engineer last. We'll look at the engineer last. So we got the medic. Yep, didn't even break 1,000. That's not surprising. Freezing Blast does absolutely... She does absolutely no damage. It's almost too low. Right, this is too low. I get she's a support type character, but come on, like, let's get Freezing Blast up to 1,500 or something. I don't know. Reduce the slowdown effect a little bit and up the damage. Okay, Huntress, yep, 14,000 for the ice arrow. That's pretty good. Again, I think we could have really upped this DPS if we hung around the bosses a little bit more, but we're playing to do this right here, to max out all these different stats. So 14,000. Zombie Decoy actually did a lot, which is kind of surprising. Arrow Rain doesn't even break 1,000. It's so bad. That's what I was talking about. Like, I don't even care. 993 DPS. Wow. All right, let's check out the engineer. Yep, cool. Look at that. 68,000 for our electric turret. 20,000 for our energy shield. And then our laser only did 6,700. There we go. That's it though. Like 70,000 DPS for our electric turret. 20,000 for our energy shield. That's really good. Even electrocution did pretty good. And then our EMP grenade, that did a little bit more than I thought it would do. 1,400. Still not good, but it does provide the stun effect, I guess. So, but definitely one of the weakest abilities, along with Arrow Rain, which doesn't even provide a stun or damage over time. Just absolutely garbage ability. Needs to be reworked somehow. So there we go. That was it. We did a 1 hour and 26 minutes. This was 2 hour and 10 minute video. We maxed out a bunch of different stats. I don't know. I don't know if they want the game to be like this. I don't want to run an hour and 26 minutes. I don't. I want games to, I think 45 minutes to 60 minutes is kind of that sweet spot. I could have done this so much longer. You can do this so much longer if you just run around the outside of the map, and this could easily probably be a 3-hour video. It easily could. If we just, and then I could have maxed out even more stuff, and we would just get even more weapon damage and all that. And even if I didn't take the glass armor stuff, that probably would have helped a lot too. But there we go. That's gonna be it. This was basically a video just showing off the whole point was mainly just to show off the new leveling system, because I think it needs another rework a little bit. I don't think at 15 to 20 minutes you should max everything out and then just be able to max out all your abilities at 15 to 20 minutes, and then you just start stacking these. That's so odd to me that was what they think was like a better choice, because I don't think it is. I don't think it's a better choice. Because then you're just, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I don't think this is it. I think this is fun, though. I do think this is fun. But then if you become overpowered every single run, the game sort of does lose its appeal a little bit. Because then if we're maxing everything out, then who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares about anything if we're maxing everything out? Then you're just picking whatever classes you like and max everything out. So, yep. Okay. That's going to be it, everybody. I'm really hoping the mic didn't mess up this time, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around for this whole 2 hours and 12 minutes, I really appreciate you. I know these are long videos. I don't know if people like these or not. If you do, let me know. I usually try to just do like 30 to 60 minute videos, but I really want to put a long one out for this because it's pretty fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.